Hi, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Link 5 Light Clear Glass Pendant. This is the 13-1127 awesome fixture. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, and that's going to be 16.1 inches high, and then the diameter is coming in at 13 inches. The overall height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling, is going to give you a range, and you can see there's a pull-down menu up there. It's going to say choose your length. Standard is going to give you 19 to 80 inches overall height. The longer version is going to give you a 19 to 130 inches overall height, which is pretty long. But if you need this to be longer than the long, so let's say you need this to be 200 inches or 250, something like that, overall height from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling, send me an email. So you're looking at the 13-1127. Tell me what you need. I'm going to take your email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department. It will come back with an answer. We do custom lengths every day. It's not a big deal. Adds a little time and money, but like I said, it's free to ask, and that's what I'm here for. Let's get into something kind of quick. We'll talk about that glass on this. You'll notice there's other versions of this with different types of glass. This is going to be the clear glass version. So this glass is made by a company called AO Glassworks, and they are up in Burlington, Vermont, about 2 hours north of us. And you can go, if you're in Burlington, you can go to their showroom. They have a beautiful studio where they blow glass, and they have a store right on Pine Street, so you should take advantage of that. It's a nice summertime thing to do here in Vermont. Let's get into a couple other things. Let's talk about the canopy up on the ceiling, and that's going to be holding a transformer. It's going to transform your line voltage in your house or your building down to low voltage so it can safely go through those cables. I want to show you some information about that. How we're going to do it is we're going to look at the installations instructions right now, and how we do that. Over there on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how to put the glass on. It's going to show you how to put the cables in. But it's also going to show you how it goes over your standard 4-inch junction box. And there's good detailed drawings of the inside of that canopy. So it shows you how it also can attach to your building or your house. So take advantage of those things. There's lots of good drawings there for you to see. That canopy up in the ceiling is going to be about that thick. I told you it's going to have a transformer inside of it. There's also on the bottom of this, there's going to be what's called a face plate. And when you see that choose your finish for the fixture itself, it's going to be some of the parts down below, but it's also going to be that round face plate facing down. That's going to be in the finisher you chose. The can part of the canopy, which is the side part that touches the ceiling, that's always going to be in black. So a little detail you want to keep up on too. So the other thing is this is going to have what are called grippers, and those cables are going to be pushed into what are called grippers, and they are like little nipples that are made out of like a shiny chrome, kind of or more of a nickel, and those are going to be also called strain relief. So when you're pushing these things in, basically you can't pull them back down again. That's how things are going to lock into place. But you can use your thumb, push them in, and it releases that so you can back them back out again. Do not cut any wires until you get everything aligned the way you want it to be. Super, super important. Okay, let's move on from there. Oh, the cables coming up are kind of a soft, dull gray, so a little detail you also want to know. Let's talk about a couple other things. Slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. If you're going to be doing a slope ceiling, just drop me a quick email or call me and I'll walk you through that part of the equation. Not a big deal at all. Let's talk about those sockets down below. These are going to be using 5 G4 sockets, and G4 sockets are very small. They have little holes in them with prongs on the bulbs that just kind of pop right in. And this is going to be a LED only fixture, no halogens on this, so we'll go on to that. You're going to be using 4 4-watt LEDs, and a 4-watt LED is about the same light output as a 40-watt incandescent we grew up with. So collectively you've got 5 of these, so it's going to throw quite a bit of light. And it's easy to find these online too. It's easier to find them online than like chasing them in the store because they're kind of a specialty bulb. There's places you can go like 1001bulbs.com or bulbs.com. We buy these bulbs on Amazon just because it's very simple. In the search, you're going to put in G4 4-watt LED. Pops up a big page for you to look at. You're going to notice they're going to be offering you lots of different things, so it's important to keep your eyes on these things. They're going to offer you 2700 Kelvin as a color temperature. That's going to be like the yellow of a setting sun. They're also going to be offering you daylight. And daylight, really important to notice that daylight is not a warm light. That's going to be a bluish white light like a hospital waiting room light or like an overcast day in the wintertime. So you want to know that too. And in the middle, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. In the middle of all that, what we use in our showroom is called warm white, and that's going to be 3,000 Kelvin. That's what we like to use here because it mimics the light of an incandescent bulb. It's also the light that's coming down in my hand. So this is 3,000 Kelvin LED just above us, and we like it. So it works here very well. It doesn't mean that it's right for you, but it's kind of middle of the road and it's nice and warm. So, and it's also a dimmable fixture. So if you are looking to put this on a dimmer, two things. Make sure it says dimmable on that bulb, very important. And the other thing is talk to your installer and tell them that you're going to be putting dimmable G4 LEDs on a circuit, and also they need to put the correct dimmer on the wall for that. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.